Hey Geminis, I hope you guys are doing great. It's Tipsy here to do your general love reading for whenever you are led to this message. We're going to do two spreads. The first one is going to be for the super duper singles, those who are not dating, not entertaining, not thinking about anybody. And the second spread is for the Geminis who are in denial about thinking about someone who might be dating someone casually or in a full-blown relationship. Let's jump right in for our singles and see what's going on. We're not taking all of those cards. That was a lot that came out. Gemini singles, you are already off and running. So let's see what energy is surrounding. All right. Wow, we have deep knowing and we also have higher power. Let's pull one more card and see what's going on, what's surrounding my Gemini singles. Okay, and we have there's something better. Oh, Gemini, I feel like when it comes to relationships, you have gone through it. And that might be why you're not entertaining anybody right now, because you're just a little bit tired. You're a little bit fed up. Because with everything that you've been through, it feels as though with the deep knowing and higher power card that you know that there's something coming towards you that's divinely guided. You know that there is something better than what you've previously experienced in relationships, in dating, in getting to know other people. So it might be that, sometimes when you're kind of sitting quietly, there's this feeling that you have inside of you that you can almost envision what your ideal romantic life looks like. And you know it's coming. But it feels as though there might be a sense of frustration in how do I get there? Like, I know it's out there for me. Do I just sit here and wait? Do I go on dating apps? Do I just, start treating it like a sport and just like become a serial meter and dater? Like, what do I need to do to call this in? So it feels as though, again, deep down, you know that this is something that you deserve, this good relationship, and you know that it's out there. But the question is whether or not you're sort of doing the right things or positioning yourself to be able to have that opportunity. So let's dig into some tarot and see what else is happening. So we're going to start first in seeing where you are in terms of your relationship process, in terms of searching and all of that good stuff. Not saying that you're really out there looking. We have the Ace of Swords. Where you are is ready for this fresh start, this new beginning. You're ready for someone to come in. You're ready for new and honest and all of that good stuff. But I mean, you're ready for a start. You're ready to start talking to folks. What's your biggest challenge right now? These two cards flipped out immediately. We have the Moon and we have the World. So the biggest challenge right now is this sense of the unknown, of when things are going to change, how things are going to change, when this new chapter is going to begin in your life. Like, how do we get there? And I think that that's where this frustration that you might have is stemming from, because it seems like a bit of an impossible wait. As ready as you are, when is it coming? I just keep hearing when. So what is it that you need to currently accept right now? And we have the Eight of Pentacles. And so this is work. This is diligence. This is patient. This is perfecting your craft. So I think that one of the things that you might consider, Gemini, is that there's a little bit more work to be done for you. As ready as you sort of feel, it seems as though there might be something a little piece that you've missed, maybe, that might need a little bit more attention. So that could be, for the moment, focusing on your physical self, focusing on your emotional self, making sure that you are in the best shape, whatever that means to you, to actually be in a relationship. So if there's any baggage that's left over, any trauma that's left over from prior relationships, then now is the time, while things are quiet, to work on that, to make sure that you don't carry that into your next relationship. If there's, if you've been meaning to lose 5 pounds, like, this is the time to work on that, right? Because relationships cause weight gain. Okay, I think everybody gets a little bit chunky when they're in the honeymoon period. There's a lot of good eating, there's a lot of lounging, all of that. So Spirit is saying that right now, it might be, you might think about making sure that you are in the best shape possible to receive this gift. Now, what needs to be released? We have the Justice card. And let's see if we can clarify that a little bit further. What do Gemini singles need to release right now? And we have the King of Cups in reverse. So I think that if there's any sort of lingering doubt about whether or not you're truly ready for a relationship, even though this is something that you want, you're looking for the fresh start, make sure that energy is cleared out. And maybe that's something that, ties into this 8 of Pentacles, this diligence, this work. Maybe this is you, sort of making sure that you've focused as much energy as you can on yourself, so that you're able to provide some of that energy to someone else. Make sure that this is something that you're truly ready for. Because I think if there's any lingering doubt, if it's something that you're uncertain of, then it's going to sort of push that timeline out even further until you're ready, until you put in the work. So okay, that's a lot of cards that slithered on out. We're not going to take all of those. The best approach for you right now in terms of finding love or embracing love, we have the 5 of Cups. Let's clarify that a little bit further. And we have the Chariot in reverse. So the best approach for you, I think, is to take your time again and move on to new potential. And I know that that's a weird way of saying it, but it almost feels as though there's something that's left a little bit unhealed for you, Gemini, that, again, that there's something better out there. You don't know when it's going to come. You don't know how it's going to come. But it feels like a matter of divine timing, and that divine timing is going to occur when you have fully let go of whatever you've experienced in the past. And so that might be a little bit of a process for you. There might need to be a little bit more work that you have to do before you're truly ready for this. Now, taking a peek at future actions and outcome, we have the 10 of Swords, and let's clarify that a little bit. We have the Queen of Swords. So, Gemini, I'm going to be honest, it feels like there's quite a bit of hurt, of residual hurt that you might be holding on to. I think that ultimately, if you take a beat and just sort of check in with yourself and say, you know what, I'm still a little bit raw from X, Y, and Z. And I think that ultimately what's going to happen is that you are going to sort of step out of that last little bit of energy where it feels like you were betrayed or disappointed in a prior relationship, and you're going to start standing in your power. You're going to do those refinements and clear out all of this old energy and make sure that you are open and whole so that this new relationship can come into you. So it feels like you're almost there. You're almost ready for something new, for this something better that the universe has in store for you. They just want to make sure that you are in the best place possible. So pulling out some oracle cards to wrap up your reading, Gemini singles. And the first card that we had out is detachment. You are releasing old patterns and ideas that no longer serve your highest ideals of love. And we also have acceptance. You are ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. So Gemini, this is you leaving behind this past energy that you've experienced. This is you accepting what's happened and moving forward. Albeit a little bit slowly, because I feel like, that last mile is the hardest. I think that you're in the last mile of clearing this out. This is you accepting what's happened. This is you detaching from what's happened so that you can move into this something better with a clean slate and an open heart. So I think overall, Gemini singles, things are looking good. There is someone waiting for you. As soon as you're ready, it'll come in. So I'm going to leave it there for you. Let's jump over to our Gemini not so singles and see what's happening in their romantic life. All right, my Gemini not so singles, this spread is for you. If you are thinking about someone, with someone, dating someone, seeing someone, situationshipping with someone, maybe there's some messages here for you. So let's jump in and start by pulling some oracle cards to see where you are right now in your romantic life. Oh, and the one that flipped over is playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. And let's pull one more and see what else. We have the situation will improve. Okay. I just heard you lost that love and feeling. So Gemini, is there somebody that you're dealing with that things got a little bit too deep? They got a little bit too serious. They got a little bit too tense. It feels like the fun has been forgotten in this relationship. It almost feels as though you were dealing with someone where things started off really good and then they sort of took a turn and things started getting real serious. You all stopped laughing so much. You all stopped enjoying each other so much. And that might be because of external forces, could be health or whatever, but that sort of spark of joy that was there initially somehow disappeared. It faded a little bit. And so it feels like there's a need in order to sort of make this situation better, it's to somehow recapture that joy that was felt before. Now, it might be joy with this person. It might be joy with someone else. Either way, there's a sense that things will get better, but it's going to stem from you or them going back to their original happy place. So let's dig into some tarot and see if we can get some clarity on what's going on. So we're going to start first with the current status of your relationship. What's going on with Gemini and their person? Where are they at right now? Where's Gemini and their person? We have the Queen of Swords. Yeah. Cutting, cold, pretty sharp here. It feels as though there's not a lot of warmth that's happening right now. It feels as if there's some distance. There is just, I don't know, Gemini, there's not a lot of warm fuzzies that I'm getting from this relationship right now. It actually feels a little bit stressful. So Oy. Wow. What energy are you bringing to the relationship? Where are you right now, Gemini? We have the Six of Swords. You want to get to calmer waters. Like, you're not feeling this rockiness. You're not feeling this stress. Like, you just want to get to a calmer place. Like, this is not pleasant for you. This is not something that you are enjoying. This is really something that you're just kind of like, I'm over this shit. I need to go somewhere. I need to move forward. I need to move on. It feels like you're just tired. Like, you're just tired of conflict, tired of the negativity that somehow seeped into this. Your person, the Knight of Cups, they're still in it. They're still in it. I feel like they want things to work with you. They want to move forward. They want to present you with their cup of love. I feel like there's a part of them that knows that they need to do better. They want to do better. You have this knight with this big shiny cup. He has all his scarves on. The horse is prancing like, hey, look what we bringing. So I feel like this person hasn't tapped out yet. Maybe they haven't shown it to you. Maybe they're not entirely sure how to. But they haven't checked out of this. They haven't checked out. Now, looking at the potential between you two, we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And let's clarify this. Because the Nine of Pentacles is typically a card of independence. It's a card of folks being abundant by themselves. And so when I see it in reverse, depending on the person in the spread, it means, for me, a partnership. That there's a coming together, that there's no longer just one person sort of doing it on their own. And we also have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So Knight of Swords, when it's upright, it's somebody who comes in with a very in and out type of energy. There's not a whole lot of thought being given to it. They rush in, they rush out. It's very fickle. It's very unstable. And here we have it in reverse. So this is something that's very intentional. This is something that's thought out. This is something that's very purposeful. So when it comes to the potential for your relationship, I do see the ability for there to be something stable, for there to be this abundant partnership, this connection between the two of you. So taking a peek at any lessons that you can take out of this. Wow, we had these two that slithered on out too. We have the Three of Wands and we also have the Five of Wands. Let's see if we can clarify this a little bit. Okay, so we have the stars. It feels like for my Geminis that the lesson to be taken from this, I almost feel like is perspective. Is a little bit of perspective is needed. And I think on both sides, right? That there is the opportunity for wish fulfillment. That, you know, the dream is still possible. There's going to be a little bit of challenge getting there, right? And we saw this. We saw this with the Six of Swords. That things are a little bit rocky right now. But there's an opportunity, I think. And this is sort of saying that if this is something that you want, you're going to let this person come to you. Let this person come to you. But I think that there's also the need for you to make sure that you fully express what it is that you're looking for from them. Because I don't know that they quite know what to do. And it almost feels as though there's a sense of frustration because they haven't quite been able to get it right. That has created this seriousness, that's created this a little bit of coldness. So it almost feels like, Gemini, that you might have to be a little bit softer towards them so you can communicate what it is that you need. Because this very cold energy, I don't think is serving either one of you. It's not allowing your message, your needs to get understood clearly, and it's not allowing them to feel in a place of being comfortable enough to give you what it is that you're looking for, that you want, that you deserve. And so I just keep hearing soft touch. And so that might be coming back to this playfulness, right? Where every discussion doesn't have to be a serious sit down. It could be like a poke and a tickle and be like, hey, why don't you ever rub my feet? Whatever the situation is. So it feels like there just needs to be a little bit of lightheartedness that's brought back in here. A change in perspective, a change in approach. Now, looking at what sort of any last little bits that you need to know that you might not be aware of. We have the Five of Cups in reverse. Now, the Five of Cups is a card about regret, right? It's crying over spilled milk. It's feeling some type of loss. We have that in reverse. And we also have the World card. This is a new chapter. This is a new beginning. So I think that what Spirit is saying that you don't necessarily realize is that this person is not walking away. They're not going to regret any of the time that they've spent with you or anything like that. That's not what they're here for. So they're in this, and there's going to be a change. There's going to be a fresh start for you guys. There's going to be a new beginning. And I think that that's going to come from your sort of shift in approach and putting out that energy that allows this person to come into you more easily, that will allow them to sort of give you everything that you're looking for. So things are going to get better, Gemini. There's a change coming towards you, but I think it's going to be based on a shift in how you interact with this person. Because I feel they really do care, Gemini. They really do. Their energy is cute. All right. So last oracle card for you. We have sexual union. Okay. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. So looks like there's going to be a nice reconnection here, Gemini. And I think that once you sort of embody that playfulness, once you get out of this very stressed energy and open yourself up to allow them to open themselves up to you, the coming together is going to be absolutely lovely. I would say that that's a good improvement for the situation. So something to look forward to, but hang in there, Gemini. Like, things are a little bit stressful now, but this person's in it. Just make sure that you keep the door open for them. Let them show you what they have to offer. So I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope that this was helpful, and I hope that it resonated. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. In the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.